How to get content for your websites. This is a guide on hiring a writer and creative ways to generate content fast. And before I begin, don't forget to download your free copy of my affiliate marketing cheat sheet. It's a no BS guide on how to get started in affiliate marketing, and you can get it by going to amninjas.com/affiliate-marketing-cheat-sheet, and I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can get to it a lot easier. Hiring a writer. This will cost you money, but if you struggle with writing your own content, hiring a writer allows you to focus on what you are good at. The benefits are: it saves you time, allows you to focus on other things, it's great for people who are non-English speakers, and it's great for getting extra content for your website. The disadvantages are: it's going to cost you money, it's hard to find a good writer, they often deliver garbage, and can sometimes take longer than writing it yourself. So where do you hire a writer? You can go to places like Upwork, Textbroker, iWriter, Black Hat World, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and Freelancer.com. Now there are plenty more, but in this tutorial I'm going to use Upwork for some examples of how I hire a writer. But first, why do people hire writers in the first place? People hire writers to get more content for their websites, for backlinks, and for writing ebooks. A good writer can often save you time and potentially make you a lot of money. But there are a few things that need to make this work. Before you hire a writer, it's important to do your research first. Without doing proper research, this can cost you time and be a complete waste of money. So what research do you need? You're going to need keyword research, your competition, style of writing that's needed, and how many words are needed for the article. And why do we do our research? Because we need all of this to give to our writers so they have the best understanding of what kind of article you require, and to make sure the article we write is going to be worth writing. There's nothing worse than writing about stuff that people aren't searching for. So how do you do keyword research? Well, this is how I do keyword research before hiring a writer. I use keyword tools to help find what people are searching for, like LSI Graph, KW Finder, SEMrush, Keywords Everywhere, Google Trends, and my brain. You can also research your competition and see what they're writing about and come up with your own type of articles that are similar. These tools are great. They tell you how many people are searching for the keyword per month, and they suggest other keywords that we can talk about in the article. So let's look at an example. We'll use a seed keyword, fly fishing Australia, to see what people are searching for. And using the KW Finder tool, the keyword fly fishing Australia gets around 5,400 searches per month. This tool also spits out related keywords that other people are searching for and tells you how many searches they get as well. We can include these in the article and hopefully rank for those as well. This tool is also good. It tells you whether a keyword's difficult or not and gives you a bit of a guide and spits out the latest results in the search engines so you can check them out. Now it's time to hire a writer. For this example, I'm going to use Upwork.com. Now here's a few tips to help get you started. The more information you give your writer, the better. Make sure to give them links to resources and explain in detail what you need in the article, and keep watching to see some examples. So sign up and create a new job at Upwork.com. Once you're on the create a job page, it's going to look like this. So all you do is select create a new job and click next. After that, you simply follow along with the Upwork wizard and you'll get taken on to the next step. From here, you need to choose what you want done. Obviously you want article writing, and then give your job a bit of a name. I named this one, for an example, Fat Blaster 2000 product review article. I probably should put how many words I want, so 3,000 words or something like that, and then simply hit next. After that, you'll get taken to this part of the wizard, which is choosing your niche. So for this one, I'm going to choose health and article writing, and then after that, you'll get taken to where you want to describe what you need. So give it a good heading, a good title, and a good description of what your article, what you require in your article. I've done a bit of an example, and I simply gave it the title and then gave it a description, and all I wrote in that description is, I need a well-written review style article that is engaging and tells a bit of a story that people can relate to. Something that keeps the reader interested and gets them warmed up to buy a product. I have a set of instructions that will make the article a lot easier to write and have a couple of examples of what I am after. This will be a review of a product, of a popular fitness guide. Information will be given to the select writer. Must have good English grammar, ability to follow instructions, and hand over the completed work without any mistakes. Please send your best samples in health and fitness or a review that you've recently written. More work for the right person. Thank you. And that's as easy as it is. You just give them a brief rundown of what you're going to need and a bit of a description, and you're done. After that, you need to select what type of project. So if this is a one-time job where you're just going to hire one article or one batch of articles, you would select one-time project and then select I want to hire one freelancer. You can explore other options, but always stick to these. And then I'll also give some tags and put what skills are needed. This will just narrow things down, the people, what skills they have, and you'll probably get a better quality article by putting in some different tags. So how much to pay? This is the next section, and I normally do a fixed price, and then you select your budget, so how much you're willing to pay for the article or batch of articles. So for a 3,000 word article, it's going to vary. You couldn't experiment with you could put $60 to $100 depending on how good you want the article. Of course, the more that you put in your budget, the more chances you're going to attract more skilled writers, and then you can just choose what experience level they have, which is I would always go for intermediate or expert. Now, of course, it's going to cost you more for expert, so be prepared to pay a higher price. Always try and stay on Upwork. I always select this option because I don't want random people joining and writing the article for me. I always keep on Upwork, that way I can always look at their feedback and what type of rating they have and what type of reviews they have. And then I just leave this part blank. After that, you want to set some qualifications. Now, I always do this to weed out a lot of the people that don't have these set qualifications. So I always have 90% and up job success. I'll include rising talent and check them out as well, or at least 100 hours. Always select America's location. You can choose whatever one you want for that, depending on your language or whatever style of writing you want. Always choose fluent language and leave the bottom one as is. Now after that, you want to give them a bit of a screening question. So I always give them a bit of a question. Why do you think you're you're the right fit for the job? You can also add other questions. Now you don't have to do this is optional, but it just sort of gets them answering questions, and the more questions that you can ask that are detailed towards the actual article itself, the more quality writers you're going to attract. Also, I ask for a cover letter. This way I can have a read of what they have to offer, and then simply just post a job, and you're done. After that, you wait for a writer to apply, and people will start applying with their cover letters and samples of their work. Choose one that has good feedback score and has good samples. Giving instructions. This is really important. So once you've hired someone, or once you've found someone that fits your criteria, it's time to give them examples, and this is what I normally send them. Can you please follow this template when writing the review? I need a conversational style article, like you're telling your story or recommending a product to a friend. So what I've done there is I've told them what I wanted, what type of style I need, so conversational, and I want them to come across as a, not salesy, but trying to tell a person about, or tell their friend about a product. I need an attention-grabbing title. So your example, you give them a bit of example what type of title you need. An attention-grabbing first paragraph. So these two things are really important because you want to grab the user's attention as soon as they click on your page, because you've only got a split second to grab their attention. And you sort of want to give them a bit of something that's going to make them curious to keep reading. Then I'll ask them to do a bit of an introduction. So introduce as a pen name or my name, and tell a bit of a story that people can relate to, that's related to the problem someone would have that needs the product. Then I would say how I found the product. Was sick of the problem or the struggle that I had, searched Google and found it, and it was among the popular solutions. So for each one of these examples, I would ask for about 300-400 words for each one of them, depending on the size of the article that I want. And then I'd say what's included, so a list of what's included when you buy the article or different benefits. Then I'd say, is it worth your money? And then I'd list some benefits and some pros and cons. I'd also ask them to write a bit like my results, because having results in your article is important, especially if it's a review. And I'd get them to explain some benefits that someone would have after using the product. So I've solved your problem or made life easier. And then wrap it up with a conclusion. Sort of go over what was said in the article. Say why it was worth the money. Investing in the product was a good choice, and glad you found it and it really works. So this is a bit of a template that I give writers. I'll leave it in the description, or you can just pause this and have a read. But of course, write your own. Give as much detail as you can to the writer, and it'll make life a lot easier for them and for you, because you're going to be a lot less going backwards and forwards trying to get the right article. So here's some tips. Tell the writer to ask questions if they're unclear of what's needed. Give them resources to pages similar to what you need. Give detailed instructions that will help the writer write the best article for you. Wait for the writer to finish the job. Read the finished article and check for mistakes. Now here's some tips. Use the free online tool at paperwriter.com to check for mistakes and plagiarism. And here's a bonus tip as well. Use an online text-to-speech app to read the article back to you, or ask a friend to read it to see if it makes sense. I always do this every time I get someone to hire. Every time I hire a writer, I'll throw their article into a online text-to-speech app and just listen to it and see if it makes sense. Because sometimes just reading it can be a little boring, so I use these tools to make life easier for myself. Just Google online text-to-speech and you'll get plenty of apps that will show up. If it's a good article, accept the job and pay. And if it's a bad article, deny it and ask for a revision. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed these tips and it helps you hire a writer. To be honest, it's really not that hard. You simply follow along with the wizard. Now you are going to have to test this out. Your first writer might not be all that good. Just keep in good contact with them. If you get a bad article, deny the article and ask for a revision. And if it's not working out, it's time to cancel the order and hire someone else. Now, don't forget to download my free affiliate marketing cheat sheet. And I hope you have a great day. Now, if you'd like to hear more information on this, just let me know. Or if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment under this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if this helped. Thanks everyone, and goodbye.